Thank you.
Hi, Pep. 3 wins from 3, but was that a statement performance from your side today?
For ourselves. Necessary to show the game again, the videos, the players felt. They know it that it's the first time, like a long time ago, we didn't perform the way we performed. The last previous 2 games we won, but we were miles away, and today we adjust a few things. And yeah, the performance was really good against an incredible strong team that make an incredible impact the first 2 games as well. So yeah, really pleased, because the most important thing, the players has to realize what you have to do to back what we were the last decade. I had the same feeling that last season they have an incredible squad, an incredible team, but we were injured, 50% of the players, so the energy went down and we could not compete. And this season we're going to try to maintain this rhythm as long as possible.
Sí, Pep, Juan Castro del diario Marca. One question, still Real Madrid can be your opponent next match. If you can tell us what in your opinion can add Xabi Alonso to that team. And sorry for the second tricky question, but I have to ask you, despite in who you have now, if you miss Juanma already.
Of course I miss Juanma. I've been an incredible person of my life for many reasons. As a human being, he's one of the nicest human beings I ever met. As a manager, it's not necessary to say, so. But yeah, he's fine, and that's the most important thing. Him, Íñigo, was really important in the last 2 seasons, so it was difficult last season altogether, but we handled it really well. And yeah, Juan had press conference before the game against last 16. I don't know which will be an opponent. After, if Madrid is the opponent, I will answer you, but it's not necessary to say much about Real Madrid. Everybody knows it, and I'm really pleased that Xavi at the end can go in the place that I'm pretty sure he dreamt to be.
Hey Pep, just on Rodri, obviously it was a big moment with him coming back and he played very well. Was there ever anything in your mind ever, just with the pitch looking quite hard from where we were and the conditions, were you ever worried about starting him on this day of all days?
Yeah, but we had to make a step. Of course, we were lucky a little bit that today the sun was behind the clouds and it was hot, humidity, but sooner or later Rodri had to start to play. More the game was under control, have a lot of balls. He didn't make a lot of transitions, but in the last 2 games we conceded a lot of transitions. Didn't happen that time. And you know, everybody knows how important is Rodri. So when the best player in the world is not in one team, always is missed. So that is clear. But I'm happy to make good 60 minutes, and hopefully he can again help us. Yeah, a lot, like always happened since arrive.
Servus Pep, nice to see you again. You have not Jack Grealish with you. Your former club Bayern Munich is searching for a winger. You said your squad is a little bit too big. Would he be a player who has the quality for Bayern Munich, and are you open to talks?
I said many times, so the guys have been together for many years. Always I wish him the best. I want the best for Jack, for his partner, his kids and family. I want the best. I don't know what's going to happen right now. You see, I don't have any doubts about the quality of Jack. So the quality always have been there. The year of the travel that we won, without him, it would have been impossible. So he's a top player, but the players that compete within each other. And last season, Doku was incredible in many games, and Savinho making a step up for the first season. So, and the only reason he didn't play minutes, it was me, and not because he was incorrect or whatever. So at the end, every season they have to compete each other, and the players this season, they have to do it.
In English, okay. In the last 16 years since you won your first World Cup for Barcelona, football has changed too much, and one of the biggest reasons is you. You made so many changes. How much the weather here and creates difficulties to play the most modern football that you can play?
Of course, the weather condition effect is not basketball or handball like you play in an arena, like every time the same conditions. When you play, we played in Atlanta last days when the was incredible air conditioning, and today was hot humidity by both sides. And as much you have more the ball, you suffer less. So the ball is never tired, never ever. So that's why you have to be aggressive to regain the ball as quick as possible, and after play in sometimes quick and sometimes 1,000 million passes, and the situation arrive. And after, when you have that passes, you have to do the transitions, and you can have the ball. And today we saw that we are able to do it again. And last season we could not do it for the injuries. The only reason why, for the injuries that we had and lack energy. And this season, then hopefully we can have the players fit, compete them, and play, try to perform quite similar like today, as much games as possible.
My question is kind of on a similar note. You said yesterday we have to be ready to suffer. You kind of experienced the heat and then a downpour of rain. So how do you feel like your squad adjusted throughout the different varying conditions Orlando has to present?
We are used. We come from a country in UK that the weather conditions are terrible during 4, 5, 6 windies and rains and the pitch and everything. So in the sport, the team or the player who adapt quicker and better, they are the winners. We can hear and complain whatever you complain. Okay, we are going to lose. Conditions, that condition, you have to adapt. So that's why they did it really, really good, and happy for, to finish the first in the group stage and ready for the next Monday here to get quarterfinals.
Hi, Pep. Players like Nunes and Savinho were criticised last season for their performances, but have you seen a step up from them in the last 2 weeks?
I think Savinho, the impact last season was really good in the first part of the season, I would say, coming from Girona. So Premier League is Premier League, but that's so quick, and after playing more or less. And Mateos for needs adapt unbelievable as a fullback. I think he can be an incredible fullback because he's smart going from outside. He's when go inside, attack really with the spaces. Like he's holding midfielder. Midfield player have quality to play there. Have an incredible pace, what we don't have. The pace that the second goal, the movement happened in behind. So, yeah, I think Mateos has done an incredible step up. We need him a lot. I want him desperately to be with us. And because there's incredible love for the older man, he's a funny guy. It doesn't look like when play football, but it's really, really pleased. He's incredible. Can be an incredible fullback.
Hey Pep, here David Schaap from Brazil, from Coluna do Fla. It's a pleasure. Congratulations for a great result. Did Manchester City today give it their all, in your opinion? Did they play with a similar intensity to the Premier League? I ask this because I thought the game was more slow-paced despite the great victory.
We were so incredible aggressive without the ball, and with the ball we were sometimes quicker for the man marking, and Ederson was an incredible quarterback today, making incredible long balls for Omar and Erling, and especially after we have the patience to make a lot of passes to be calm. But the most important thing today, because we were already qualified, so 16 for incredible respect, to go through these competitions at the end you have to win the best team, so we can face before or after, it doesn't matter. Is the most important today is the fact that we can do it again. I had the feeling that the players, not it's my opinion, it's the players felt, I don't have to tell them, felt that in that way we can compete like what happened in the last decade. Like we make an incredible things. Last season couldn't happen for one reason. We didn't have players. All the central defenders out. Today I was 2 central defenders playing really good. There are 4 in the bench. Last season they have 1 at a time. The best player in the world. Didn't have it for 1 game. So all season out and wingers and a lot of problems. And that's why we struggle a lot. And we could not train in. And since the day 1 with Pep and James and Colo, we're making a step up in our rhythm in the training sessions. The training session is unbelievable, how the training, how we go. And this is the only way to survive in the Premier League, in Europe, and in all the competitions. And after win or lose. 1 decade ago, 12 years ago, never ever in the world could imagine Man City could be in the World Cup, Football World Cup, never, impossible. We play for to be in the middle table. So in the last, since Sheikh Mansour took over the club, we are facing the elite teams, and it's an honor to be here. And we want to stay here longer. We want to, once we are here, because the place that we have been there in Boca Raton is amazing. So, and we want to, face every game with this rhythm, and feel that if we don't do that, we're going to lose, and it's fair enough. And when we win that rhythm, we win. It's fine. If we lose, it's fine as well. Football is, you cannot win everything, but we have to refine ourselves again. That is the most important thing that period here. We want to win, of course we are here, we want to win the World Cup or arrive in the last stage, but important is, connect ourselves again like we were in last season, like some people was happy that we were not, but we want to come back again.
Hello, Mr. Guardiola. Klaus Bergmann, German press agency. In the knockout stage, we have 4 Brazilian teams and all the big clubs from Europe. Do you expect a battle until the end of the tournament, or do you expect that the European teams will be in the semi-final?
I don't know. I don't care as much we are there, I would say. But I think the 2 Brazilian teams play each other, so one will be out. I think it's important they are there. Of course, the Argentina teams, they are out both. Because the group stages are not easy. It's not a competition with a lot of big teams. And now we start really, today was more or less a final, We talk about that, so it doesn't matter what happened. The first target it was qualify, but once we are here, we don't play for. We never know who's better finish first and second. Nobody knows. No, it's better if nobody knows. It's how we play every game, friendly game, official game, to win it. And today we did it. And that is what I'm pleased.
One last question, please, John.
Hi Pep, just on Erling, 300th career goal for him today at 24. And in the second half, it looked like he was a lot more involved in the overall play than usually. Is that something, when you've been recruiting this summer, you've had in mind?
Always I only ask you to make the first action and no intensity beyond. So have to be a machine to press the first action, but you have to support him. And sometimes he goes and we don't go. And today we went there. When he goes, I go with Omar as well. But all I can say is congratulations. Scored 300 goals at 24 years old. It's quite good, right? So hopefully he can do it. Listen, this manager, now his manager, was an incredible football player. You are so young, you didn't see me. He scored 11 goals in 11 years. So imagine that situation. So I admire a lot the good strikers. So happy for Erling and for goal again and for his involved, for the short spaces. Yeah, it was good. Sorry? No, it was something in the ankle. There's a problem there.
Thank you,
Good
guys.
night.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.